DEADSTREAM. I watched DEADSTREAM last night, and it came across. I have Shudder, but I have YouTube Live actually. Actually, I like YouTube Live, but I've always had Shudder as a streaming services, but I got Shudder as an add-on on one of my on my YouTube Live. So DEADSTREAM kept popping up, and I kept saying, "Boy, that looks interesting." So I played the previews. And I said, "Well, this looks really stupid," you know. I was like, it looks stupid, but it just kept hooking me in, you know. So I decided to watch it last night, and I have to tell you, normally I don't like movies like this, but this movie was pretty daggone entertaining. That's what I can tell you, entertaining. I'm gonna read the plot synopsis, and we'll go from there. A disgraced internet personality tries to win back his followers by live streaming himself in an abandoned haunted house. When he accidentally unleashes a vengeful spirit, his comeback event becomes a fight for his life. And that's exactly what this is all about. This was such a good movie. It was so funny. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting there. This movie is sitting at a 99% Rotten Tomatoes. And that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think this would be any good. I really didn't think it'd be. I was sitting there watching, I kept saying, you know. And when I sit and watch a movie, and I'm trying to see if I like it or not, because at first I was real skeptical, but it hooked me from start to finish. It's funny, it's suspenseful, it's very engaging. The guy, the girl that played as the spirit, the way that she came in like she was following him, and she was one of his followers, and he's like, "You came all the way out here," and but she ended up being the evil spirit that he unlashed. See, he unlashed the spirit when he went in there, but there's so many things that is in this that is just so funny. DEADSTREAM. This movie came out in March of 2022, I do believe. When did it come out? Yeah, it came out March 11th, 2022. I think it's an hour and 27 minutes. It's a drama horror. But there was some parts in here that was so funny. I actually thought this guy was going to get away. But it was so cool the way it actually showed how he's putting cameras in each room. And they did a good job of making it look like he was actually live streaming himself being in the band. I wouldn't have done it in the first place. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? I don't need that many followers. Nope, I sure don't. Because the whole time I'm watching, I said, "Man, you got some balls, man." But he's trying to win back. Because like I said, he's trying to win back. He's trying to win back his followers because he did something. It's like a YouTube channel. But apparently he must have did something. He got too many copy strikes, and they kicked him off for like 6 months. And he's trying to regain all his subscribers, and then he's trying to get, he was trying to. But the whole time he was doing this, he was live streaming. So a lot of people was telling him, he was reading some of his comments, and then he would get spooked and stuff like that. This is wow. This is a surprise movie for me. Really, it is. I mean, DEADSTREAM. I really enjoyed this movie, and there was times I actually busted out and started laughing. But that girl was so good in this movie. There was a time where there was so many good jump scares, but there were so many things that they did in this movie. It was the little bitty things. This movie knew exactly what it was. I really do. I think that's why this movie is sitting at a 99% Rotten Tomatoes. It didn't try to. I can't explain it. You ever heard of people saying this movie knew what it was? I think this movie knew what it was. But that girl, I kept saying, "Man, that's awful strange. That girl come out of nowhere." Because at first he thought it was a dead spirit coming after him, and and he was behind the door, and then he was talking to the people that was live streaming. You could see all the comments on the side, and all of a sudden, the door opens up, and she's like, "Hey," he goes, "Who are you?" And she goes, "I've been following you for a long time." And I was convinced. I was like, "Oh, all right." So he's like, so I was sitting there watching TV, and I was sitting there watching the show. I said, "Well, man, I think it'd be better if he had 2 people anyway." But then, like a big dummy, he started telling her, he decided, because everybody's like, "Why don't you just let her be with you?" And he wanted to do it by himself. And then everybody in the live stream, he took a vote. He said, all right, I'm going to take a vote. You know how they do on YouTube. How many people want her to stay with me, or how many people want her to leave? And then it was overwhelmingly, they wanted her to stay. But I was like, boy, she came out of nowhere, man. But then when he decided to have her win, you know, he was smart. He's like, let's do everything together. But then as the movie go on, he told her, he goes, I want you to go up there. And she stood there and she goes, I thought you wanted to be together. And he goes, no, I need you to go up there. So everybody's like, in the comments, they was telling him that, you know, you should be together. And then everybody's like, well, I'll let her go by herself. So he let her go by herself. And that's when he really started screwing up. Because I thought that there was something odd about her. But, man, this movie is so entertaining. It is entertaining. It is engaging. I just think it was the old... You guys, ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to check this out. DEADSTREAM. It is... Wow, there was just some funny stuff in there though, and there's parts in there where but you know what's cool about this movie though is that he set cameras up, and you can see different angles of the stuff. But I've actually watched stuff on YouTube where it showed people that puts cameras up and stuff, or even on Discovery Channel where it has people that does that paranormal stuff and they put pictures up. You know, cameras and stuff up there, and it shows how they got their little... He had this little office he set up in the abandoned house and did all this kind of stuff. I'm telling you guys, wow, this is... You know what? I'm really glad I watched it last night. I am. Because you know what? I don't get to watch that much TV because I'm always busy. But this is one I'm really... This is a Shudder original. I had Shudder ever since 2017. And, you know, they weren't that... They were good, but they're not as good as they are today. I mean, they really are starting to come around. I mean, you know, Shudder... This is a Shudder original. And DEADSTREAM. It's a Shudder horror. And, you know, if you got Shudder as a streaming services, I suggest you watch it. Or if you got YouTube Live like I got, you could put it on an add-on. Because I got it on an add-on. I got them in Apex. Apex is another one that you guys should check out. Apex is another channel. They're really good too. But anyway, this is 89% people like this. And I liked it as well. And like I said, it's an hour and 27 minutes long. And it's sitting at a 91% Rotten Tomatoes. So anyway... DEADSTREAM. Check it out. God bless. Take care. And we'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you.